Well, good morning. My name is Damion-J of the Stone family. Just to let y'all get to know me a little bit. 43 years old. I'm studying to be a naturopathic doctor. First of all, let me repeat myself. First, I'm a child of God, a man of peace. A citizen of the Republic with sovereign immunities. And I'm here today to record this video so people can know I have a recording on my phone. My phone's been acting crazy. I got pulled over by the sheriff's office here last week, and I want to get that recording onto this recording before that recording gets lost. So my phone could fall in the water. I wash detail boats for a living. Phones have fallen in the water before, and I saved something to my SD card and my phone's acting crazy now, so I really want to get this thing recorded. But a little bit more about me. I am studying to be a naturopathic doctor. There's my vitamin cabinet. I take this stuff on a regular basis. We only drink distilled water. My juicer, just to get to know me. It's just a quick gander of what my refrigerator looks like. See, raw minerals, plant derived, raw carrot juice, raw goat's milk, organic yogurt, chia seed, raw rice milk. Let's see, just on a whim. Lettuce, cantaloupe, some kind of soup, broccoli, lemons, organic grapes, organic cheese, all vegetables, all iron, blackstrap molasses, hemp oil, calcium, good stuff. We don't play. This is a good one right here. Everyone should be taking this. Oh, and those of you on the West Coast, I would suggest taking potassium iodide for the nuclear radiation leak that Fukushima released. This protects you from cancer and thyroid gland, from what I understand. Don't take me word for that. So I don't want to be charged with offering medical advice. Okay, colloidal silver helps me fight off infections. It's amazing. You guys, Atomidine. This is what we take in this household. Nothing goes in this house. It's not organic, certified GMO free. We don't have nothing in this. I don't even drink fluoridated water. We only drink, my dog only drinks distilled water. My God bless it. Diesel, come here. Get on camera. What are you doing in the kennel? Come on out of there. I only feed my dog organic dog food. Okay, organic dog food. He only drinks distilled water. My dog, I won't give my dog distilled water because of the fluoride content. Call me crazy. Okay, anyway, let me get this camera going here. This is the thing I've been getting on my screen. Dismiss. I don't know what it is.
Good, sir. Are you Mr. Stone? Yes, sir. The reason I'm stopping you today is because the tag on your vehicle expired. Registration expired. Well, to be more specific, Mr. Stone will be the corporate fiction. I'm the substance. I'm a substance, let's say, the flesh and blood human being. Stone. Of the family Stone. My name is Damion-J of the Stone family. That's the driver's license. Would a birth certificate be sufficient? Is there a reason why you don't have a driver's license? Well, it would construe joinder with you, sir. I don't wish to take joinder with you. No offense, I'm a man of peace, CLB. I do have a driver's license, but if I give it to you, if I don't give it, here's the question. If I don't give it to you, what will happen? I just need to hear what will happen. provide it to you. Sir, you're driving a vehicle on a roadway in the state of Florida. You're required to produce a driver's license upon request by a law enforcement officer. I need to see your driver's license. By all means, with all due respect, sir, could you answer a quick question for me? What would that be? Are you here now today under your oath of office in front of me now? That I am. Thank you, sir. I accept your oath of office as our binding contract between us. And your name is? Deputy Bates. Deputy Bates. County Sheriff's Office. Thank you, sir. Do you have a business card by any chance? I do, and I will provide it for you upon conclusion of the traffic stop, but I need to see your driver's license. Very well, sir. Next question is, I have a driver's license after a week for it, though. Go right ahead. Next question is, what would happen if I didn't give this to you? You could be cited for not providing a driver's license. And would that citing be considered arrest? Because I know, if you're detained, I'm not being detained right now. I have to positively identify you, sir. You're telling me you're the registered owner of the vehicle. I need to see if you, in fact, are the registered owner. Indeed, I respect your job and everything you have to do. I don't mean to hold you up at all, but it's my own procedure I have to follow. I'm recording this conversation, by the way. Okay. I just have to let you know, I'm sorry. I didn't let you know that ahead of time. That, to my understanding, Black Law Dictionary, to be detained is synonymous with being arrested. So am I being detained? You're being detained due to a traffic violation. That does not mean that you are under arrest.
All I need to hear, the word "you are being detained." Here.
I have to provide that to you under duress.
Huh.
All right, sir. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Thank you, sir.
Okay, he doesn't come back right away. He leaves me sitting there for a good little while. But that's the gist of it. I'm going to get back to the rest of the... I hope this thing's still recording. Yes, indeed it is. I was pulled over by the sheriff. I was a very civil officer. It's a good stop. I mean, I've watched YouTube videos of people with busted windows and people getting tased. I'm not going through that, okay? I'm trying to be peaceful, man, in any way here. But I have to do so with my rights reserved, with under duress. I had to hear him say, "You're being detained." So if I'm being detained, here I'll give you my identification here, under duress. Under duress, which means any contracts entered into under duress are null and void. Period. It's null and void. So I ended up getting a ticket for this like 2 days after my birthday. I thought the tag expired at the end of the month. Even though I have a tag, I do so with my rights reserved. Okay, let's go to the when he comes back to me. To my mom just so had me pulled up across the street. I told her to videotape it. She called me. I could add that in too.
I got a phone call which kicked off my recorder. I'm being pulled over by 2 police officers now in backup. And, oh, that's my mom. Roberta! Roberta! Hey! Calling you. Oh. Okay, stop.
She's the one who's calling me, kicked off my recorder while I was videotaping the officer. He took a long time to come back anyway, so I delete that. So the next stop where he comes back to the window, here. Okay?
Right here, I don't contend to that. I do, with all due respect, I don't mean to disrespect you at all, but there's no reason for me to get out of the car. Okay. The reason I'm asking you to do that is because I'm uncomfortable with approaching the vehicle as high as it is because I can't see inside of it. I'll be glad to if you open your door. I'll be glad to see your window that way. All right. Okay. All right. You're being issued a citation for expired registration. Okay, as promised, here's my business card. I need your signature for me on the top line here, right here. And I'm going to give you a little pamphlet that will explain what your options are.
Ready?
With regard to the citation. Since this reservation of rights, 1308, I'm just signing under duress, by the way, I have to let you know. Right below that, sir. Oh. There you go, right above mine. On that line right above mine. My aunt just so happened to pull over there and they're videotaping it from the side. Now what was the probable cause of the stop? Because when I ran the tag of your vehicle, your registration is expired. The registration expires on your birthday every year. The definition of probable cause is, I don't mean to be a fuss, but I know the definition of probable cause is that you witnessing a crime. Now, that's the fact that your vehicle...
See what I'm saying? My phone's acting crazy.
Traveling on a roadway with an expired registration was a traffic infraction. So that was the reason for the stop. And your superior officer, is this officer? No, it's not. My supervisor is Sergeant Dan Burroughs. Sergeant Dan Burroughs, and that's at the Lake Park location? That is correct. I live right in Lake Park. Okay. All right, great. Bottom copy is yours, sir. Thank you. Pamphlet that I gave you. I do appreciate that. Explain the procedures for taking care of the citation. You have two options. One would be to challenge the citation in court. That would give you a little bit overtime, I think. Well, yeah, but you know, whatever. I mean, it's about your particular right. And secondly would be to take the citation, and the pamphlet describes the methods in which you can do that. I've had two cases dismissed already for not even having a driver's license. I carry it, went back and renewed my license just out of being pulled over, and I want to avoid the difficulties. I know that there's a right to travel without obligation of having a license in America, the Republic, in which I reside. And I know that constitutional sheriffs, and I respect you guys, are our last stand. The constitutional sheriff is our last stand. About all law enforcement officers, you guys are the only ones left that for the constitutional sheriff. I mean, I really do appreciate what you guys are doing out here. All right, Jim. If you don't have any other further questions, then I'm going to go ahead and terminate the traffic stop. Very well. Thank you, sir. You're free to leave. Yeah. Have a good day. All right.
So I consider it a good stop. I didn't get arrested. I didn't step on his toes. I didn't speak in a manner that would offend. So I call that a successful stop. Very peaceful. I'm a peaceful man. It's a perfect example. Very well. I'm challenging this ticket. Not really. I sent in, except for value of the ticket itself, to return the ticket to the sheriff's office within 3 days with an affidavit of truth, affidavit of notice of right to travel, my amended notice of right to travel. Because when I first turned in my notice of right to travel, the Secretary of State turned it in to everybody, okay? And it's when I turned in, I went to the driver's license bureau down here last year about this time, turned in my driver's license, obtained a state-issued ID, my rights reserved, of course, UCC 1308, signed right underneath my name. And the lady told me, it's like, if you get an ID, I said, I want an ID. And she said, well, if you get an ID, it's going to cancel out your driver's license. You can't have two. You can only have one, either driver's license or an ID. I said, well, that's what I want, man. I want to cancel out my driver. I want the ID. She couldn't understand. She said, you plan on driving out of here? I had to give her the definition of what driving meant. Driving's for commercial purposes. Look it up. Anyway, canceled it out. Went ahead, and what I found out was getting my feet wet. I got 2 tickets. Driving on expired license. Took them both to court, got them dismissed, but after that I decided just to go ahead and get my license. I spent hours, and took many hours typing and writing and notice of default, writ of mandamus, writ of precepts prior to the writ of mandamus, all the way up there. The proof of claim first, notice of default, and the final notice of default, writ of precepts, writ of mandamus, all the way up. Anyway, they were both dismissed. Got my license back just to avoid having to go through that again. I turned in a new notice of right to travel affidavit with my rights reserved. Say, under the conditions, if I do decide to travel with the registration, with a valid license, I do so under the threat of duress, threat of arrest. Here it is right here. I have it. Bam. Right on time. Sorry about that, guys. Number 9. I willfully rescinded, turned in my valid Florida driver's license. Palm Beach Gardens location with clerk P78 ID 3893 on 10/2/2012, and served notice of exempt status for the requiring of such to travel any highway or byway to the respondents listed below, and I declare I am traveling non-commercially and am under Title 28 U.S.C. 1746 1. Common law jurisdiction. All rights intact. 9A. The use of a driver's license. There is no real need for me to have such a driver's license for traveling in a car. However, since I have been stopped and found to be without a license, I have suffered extreme violations of my rights to travel and harassment. Therefore, under extreme duress, threats of arrest, coercion, I may carry a license only to avoid extreme inconveniences. 9B. State plates on my car. Similarly, if I have registered my car with the state and carry state plates on it, I have done so only because I have to have any other plates or no plates at all causing me to run the risk of police officer harassment and extreme inconveniences. While I may conditionally accept to hold the so-called valid license, even though I don't drive commercially and other papers currently required by the system, the purpose for me doing so is not compliance and relinquishment of my unalienable rights, but rather my attempt to avoid unnecessary conflict in my life. 9D. I hereby reserve the right any time to suspend, rescind, cancel, annul, withdraw, overturn, retract, revoke, make null and void my conditional acceptance of said driver license at any time. Furthermore, I claim that the de facto courts in the states are bound by the laws of Equity Act and are in fact in the profitable business of conducting, witnessing, and facilitating transactions of security interests, and I further claim they require the consent of both parties prior to providing any such services. And furthermore, I claim the right to record audio and video of any encounter with law enforcement officers, government principals, employees, agents, or justice system participants to use as evidence in any court system. And furthermore, I claim my fee schedule for any transgression of law enforcement officers, government principals, employee agents, or justice system participants' fees to be determined on a case-by-case basis, and any order or demand from law enforcement officer, government principal, employees, agents, justice system participants. Starting off, 50 solid gold sovereign coins per hour, or troy ounces of silver, a portion thereof, if being questioned, interrogated, or in any way detained, harassed, or otherwise regulated. Anyway, I turned this affidavit in back to the sheriff's office within 3 days. Notice of right to travel, and accepted for value the ticket, $116 ticket they wanted. A4V. Google that, find out what it means. I'm not prepared here to sit here and explain this all to you. I'm only here to record this video, okay? Excuse me. Just had breakfast. Alright then. Here's the last portion of the video.
hours ago to the issuing agency, the sheriff's office here in Lake Park, where I live. I already turned in affidavit of lawful notice of right to travel to the clerk's office with this citation number they provided with me. One issued to the state attorney, one to the clerk's office. Got the timestamp from them. Returning, issue money order except for value paid under House Joint Resolution 192 and ECC, I forgot, but I'll look it up. Here now at the sheriff's office. I'm getting ready to return them a copy of my lawful notice of right to travel. And we'll keep you updated as I go. Yeah, this is nerve-wracking. Where's their copy? Their entire copy.
Phone's acting crazy. Exactly why I wanted to get this video from my phone. I tried to unmount my SD card and put it in the computer and download the video from there. It worked. When I went to play it on the computer, there's no audio. So this has been taking a little while for me.
IMY, identifying the foreign.
Just said W8B and W8IMY, identifying me as foreign. Let me be more specific. To the United States, the corporation. I am an American citizen with sovereign immunities. American, capital C, citizen. U.S. citizens is lowercase c, lower class of citizen from my understanding. And I don't claim to be that. I realize who I am.
Lawful right to notice. I just turned in to the state attorney's office, the clerk's office, timestamp. Return a copy over here to the sheriff's office, Lake Park, along with the acceptable value of the fine, citation, along with W8BN, IMY, identifying me as foreign, seizure, national of America, the Republic. That's who I am. Born on the land, living on the land. Our forefathers. Amen. That's what I'm for. This shuts off. This shuts off. You're going in my pocket.
It's a long time before I walk all the way to the sheriff's office, but you've seen that picture. It's all about remembering who we are. So that's that for that video, and thank you all for your time.